Yo, here we go again. So, once again, white America is basically telling black people you belong on the court slash field and you niggas don't belong in the office where the big boys play. So, everyone, let's just Rich Paul is a sports agent. You know, he's like the most popular sports agent right now. Represents Eric Bledsoe, John Wall, Ben Simmons, Anthony Davis, Draymond Green, LeBron James. I believe at one point he also managed Kobe Bryant. I might be wrong. Rich Paul is like the Drew Rosenhaus of basketball, where Drew Rosenhaus represented everyone from T.O., Ocho Cinco, Antonio Brown, Gronk, just to name a few. And once again, NCAA, and this is why I don't really fuck with college sports. I mean, the game itself is dope, but I just don't like the system. I always thought it was like a slave system. You know, you don't pay these kids, and the power structure has been fucked up for a long time. So now the NCAA, they released these new rules for an NBA draft and what the agents will have to require. So they want NBA agents will need a bachelor's degree, certified with NBPA for a minimum of 3 years, and take an in-person exam at the NCAA office in Indianapolis. They're basically trying to control the power structure so that there won't be any more Rich Pauls. Rich Paul is I've never known any black agents to represent players in NBA or or football. I'm not saying he's the first. I'm not sure, but Rich Paul, which most people probably assume was a white guy up until this point, but no, he's a black guy, and Rich Paul represents some of the most popular, successful players. But Rich Paul doesn't have a college degree, and to me, this is like an inferiority complex. There's a lot of people who feel salty because they went to school for 6, 7, 8 years, got the degree, and they're not as successful as other people. You know, you got Jay-Z with Rock Nation Sports. Jay-Z doesn't even have a high school diploma. Steve Jobs didn't go to college. There's a lot of people that are popular, who are famous, who are wealthy and successful, not just celebrities who didn't go to college. College is not the road that everyone doesn't have to take that path to be successful in life. I went to college for 2 years. It's one of my regrets because it didn't teach me much, and I've learned more through life lessons since I've left 10 years ago than I did the 2 years I was there. Obviously, it did nothing but teach me how to work and put me in debt. But this is like some plantation shit. We want to control the power structure, and we don't want these Negroes. We got to put these niggas in their place. You belong on the court slash field. You don't belong at a round table making power moves. That's our lane. That's our, business. That's our country club. That's basically what the plantation owners are saying with this Rich Paul rule. And it's disgusting. It's sickening. That you're just hating. Like I said, I can name a lot of billionaires, that did not, white billionaires, white wealthy people who did not go to college, who, was very successful. And, it started outrage. I mean, LeBron spoke on it. Uh, LeBron, bunch of people on television. You're gonna see analysts speaking on it. You're gonna and see some people are gonna show their true colors. Whitlock might say some coon shit. Chris Paul says, I completely disagree with the NCAA's decision. Some life experiences are as valuable, if not more, than diplomas. Y'all need to rethink this process. This is crazy. Uh, Rich Eisen says, you know who else didn't graduate? Steve Jobs, Ellen DeGeneres, Peter Jennings. Just a lot of people, but no one's targeting them. But Rich Paul, being a black man, he has to have an education. That's just crazy. And then LeBron says, "Can't stop, won't stop," and they big mad and scared. Nothing will stop this movement and culture over here. Sorry, not sorry. So it's just, I mean, come on, man. Like I say, everyone's path is different. Now, if you want to be a doctor or a lawyer or orthodontist or something, then yeah, you're gonna have to go to college. But everyone doesn't want to have those type of careers. I mean, everyone doesn't have to go to college necessarily for what they choose to do for a living. So that's how I've always felt about college. If it's something that's necessary for what you want to do to get where you got to go, then go. But not everyone has to go to college to be successful in life. And there's always going to be some people who didn't go to college that are more successful than those who did. And it's like I said, it's an inferiority complex from people who went to college who are salty that they're. I know people who got bachelor's degrees that work at warehouses. Okay, that piece of paper does not guarantee you a wealthy lifestyle. You know what I mean? And then it's also that plantation theory. Well, we want you niggas to just play ball and we'll do all of the business stuff. So that way we can continue to control the power structure that we've had in place for what, 100 years or whatever. So yeah, it was just nonsense, man. And hopefully Rich Paul, continues to flourish and everybody just sees what the fuck this is. And like I said, this is why I don't fuck with NCAA and college sports in general. But I mean, who the fuck are you to tell somebody they have to have this and this? Where is this criteria coming from? It's a bunch of nonsense. So let me know what y'all think. I'm out.